On the Toffee TV's the match reaction, Everton 1, Burnley 2. Another disappointing home defeat for Everton. Their 7th of the season in what was a really poor display at Goodison. A shocking display, really, at times at Goodison. Manager brought in Tom Davies into the side to try and cope with the loss of Abdoulaye Doucouré. It meant it was a slow midfield. Davies, Gomez and Allen. Alex Iwobi was playing in a number 10 role for a bit, well, coming in off the right, drifting into those areas. Yeah, and Everton started the game all right. Richarlison tested Nick Pope after a couple of minutes. The Burnley keeper pushing his shot wide. And Everton dominated for the opening 10 or 15 minutes without really stretching Burnley, creating too much, just had a lot of the ball. But Burnley had 10 men behind the ball and were quite happy with that. They pressed us really well, and that led to the first goal. Ball played into Tom Davies. He was bundled over. They barely broke. Ball to McNeil. Cross comes in. Michael Keane should deal with it. Doesn't. Hits his heel. Goes to the edge of the box. And Chris Wood places it into the corner of the net and we're behind. And it was the one thing we couldn't do against these was go behind. And after that, Burnley took over. In all truth, for 20 minutes, they were excellent. They were quicker than us, sharper than us. Should have put us to bed, really. Made it 2-0. Dwight McNeil done brilliantly. Come inside Allen, turned onto the left foot and curled it into the top corner. It was a fantastic goal to make it 2-0. And then Goodmanson hits the post, which would have been 3-0. In doing that, Jordan Pickford diving for that one, injured himself and had to go off. And João Virginia came on for his Premier League debut. Everton had to tinker with it and did. Pushed Iwobi onto the right and Gomez more onto the left. Got a goal, great ball in from Tom Davies, good header from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and then Dom had another opportunity from a Gomez free kick which he headed over when he really should have done better. And there was one just right on half time, fed into him and he should have hit it first time. He tried to take it in his stride and lost possession of it. But went in at half time, 2-1 down, hoping we'd come out and build some momentum second half. We did that. Andre Gomez with a left foot shot which Pope made a brilliant save to tip wide, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin missed a great opportunity after being the cross put in by Luca Dini. Should have scored. He got it all wrong and headed it wide. And after that, Everton's pressure and momentum just fizzled away like we've seen so often this season. There's no creativity there. There was none. We were left hoping Luca Dini could get down the left and put a cross in, but Burnley loved that. It's how they defend. We made a couple of changes. Josh King came on. Seamus Coleman came on as we tried to push Burnley back. But it was Burnley who could have put the game to bed. They had two good opportunities, which João Virginia made saves from. And Vidra missed an absolute sitter. The only mistake, really, João Virginia made, come out and him and Ben Godfrey, no communication. The ball broke and Vidra had an open goal and missed his kick. And that would have been 3-1 and game over. Everton, the only other real opportunities we had fell for Seamus Coleman. He had a great shot blocked by Ben Mee. And then had a great opportunity after being fed by Michael Keane to pick out 4 or 5 blue shirts, and he didn't pick any of them out. Just clipped it up and it got headed out. And that was it. That was it. Everton beaten again at home by a team that, if they're going for Europe, Everton will feel they should be beaten. You know, Burnley fighting for their lives at the bottom, and we just didn't have any answer to their pace and determination. And, you know, we got ourselves into a really good position winning at West Brom. We were right in the hunt for that top 4, and now 2 games, 2 poor performances, and it looks a big long shot now. When you look at it from there, where it is, and the teams we're losing to at home, you can't see Everton putting any kind of run together to get in there. It can change, of course it can, but tonight it feels like that's a really, really bitter pill to swallow, that. And Burnley deserved it. Everton were just poor. It was a really worrying display. The manager, I think, has got some food for thought. He should have. I think the solution to our problems doesn't lie within this squad. I think it only comes with better players. So, interesting summer ahead. The man of the match for me is João Virginia. I don't think any outfield player deserved it. I don't think anyone played half decent today, if I'm honest. I thought everybody was way below par. But Virginia, for his Premier League debut, a young lad, done well. So he's my man of the match. And that's it. They're my thoughts. Everton have crashed to a 7th home defeat at the hands of Burnley. Yeah, there you go. See you later.